Hello, World Wide Web. I'm Dr. Shado, the United Personality of this era. Welcome back to Stay, Democratic People's Republic of Korea, my first and only trip to North Korea. And as you probably already figured out, we're going to wish for Jeong's happiness, because I want them titties. I pull out a euro from my pocket. Looks like this one is from Luxembourg. Yes, that's an actual country. German wishes aside. As I toss the coin into the river, I whisper a wish. Jeong's happiness. The spirits misheard me, and they thought that I wished that Jeong had a penis. Damn. That's so sweet of you, Decker. I forgot my whispering tends to be a bit louder than other people's. Oh well, Jeong seems happy that it is, so it's fine. We'd better make our way back and get to the car. If we miss the train, it'll throw everyone off schedule, and you might not make your flight home. Ah, yes, he's getting close to your departure date, isn't it? I don't know. I've just been playing this forever. It is. Unfortunately, I've enjoyed spending this vacation with you. Maybe sometime in the near future you can both come to America and visit where I live. That would be nice, I think, but I believe it'll be hard for us to get to America. Travel to foreign countries, especially enemy countries, is frowned upon in Korea. We would need outside help in order to get to America. I don't know if there's much I can do, but I can help you in any way I will. If I can help you in any way I will. We'll start another Kickstarter for the sequel to this game, like we had the Kickstarter for this game, and see what the fuck happens. I believe you would. That makes me happy to hear that. Maybe someday we'll take you up on that offer. But for now, let's go back home. The hike back is uneventful, and as soon as we get back, we gather up our things and head back to the car. Back. I'd like to say that Yoonji's driving improved, but as stated, I'm a terrible liar. Before long, we're back on a train to Pyongyang. It's not all that crowded, but the silence is uncomfortable. It's silence, stop it. We're back. I can't shake this feeling that something is going on with these two that they aren't telling me. The ball gag has something to do with it. At any rate, Jeong is reading and Yoonji is sleeping. Sleep sounds like a good idea. Figure we're going to do something special for the last day before I head back to the States. Best be well rested for it. We're gonna fuck. We've gotten back from our short mountain getaway together. It was pretty fun, despite the temperature resembling the time I got drilled in Alaska. When I was assigned to Alaska, not drilled like in the... You know what, moving on. The trip back was pretty uneventful. There weren't too many people on the train, so no seat incidents to worry about. The return was definitely faster than the trip up there, though. I mean, we're actually home, and it's not even past national curfew. As soon as we got home, the girls retreated to their rooms, so I didn't waste much time getting into bed. Since I'm heading back to America soon, I didn't really see the need to unpack my bag from the trip. So now, I'm just laying here on the bed, contemplating if I should go say something to the girls or just fall asleep for the night. Knock, knock, knock! Guess there was a third option after all. Wait until one of the girls comes to see me. I'm decent. Come in. Good evening, Decker. I thought I'd check and see how you were doing. Pretty good. Legs are a bit stiff from the ride back, but otherwise I can't complain. I mean, I can, but I'll sound like a dick. Well, maybe I could, but no one wants to hear it, right? Your humor makes me smile, Decker. Thanks, that really was me. Actually, a lot of you makes me smile. You penis. Well, this conversation is about to get a lot more interesting. What do you mean, yo? The truth is, I haven't been very honest with you or myself these past few days. I had hoped to get you and Yoonji to really like each other, so that maybe she'd finally find a guy to be with. She's never really been good with boys, and I sort of felt it was my duty to make sure she wouldn't be lonely. And then tonight it came to me. I wasn't being honest with myself.
You've been put through quite a bit since you arrived here in Korea, haven't you?
I wouldn't put it like that. It's been an interesting cultural challenge. For the most part, I've enjoyed it.
And your upbeat attitude, you try to find good in everything. I like that about you.
Well, a guy once told me, always look on the bright side of life. Whoa! Jeong has moved right next to me and has placed her hand on my shoulder. Her breath is warm. She's warm. It's getting me warm. It's a lot of global warming for one bedroom.
The truth is, in trying to set you and Yoonji up, I've fallen in love with you, Decker. You're the most gentle, positive, wonderful man I've ever met on this side of my father. And I love you.
Honestly, I have to admit I have strong feelings for you as well. I've enjoyed being around you, especially when I'm behind you. I really want to be around you a lot more, and I've been racking my brain trying to figure out how.
We can discuss this spending more time together in the future later. I think I have a way we can spend time together right now that we'll both enjoy. Patty cake.
Ah, damn it.
Oh, hello.
Jeong just stripped down to her unmentionables, which I'm now mentioning, so that calls into question that little monk here. I think even the lieutenant could figure out where this is going. I'm going to give you a breast exam.
You don't want to?
Everything is cancer anymore, it doesn't matter. On the contrary, this is the best thing since I picked up Lance Corporal for the 3rd time.
One day you will explain these references to me. However, today is not that day.
Oh, hi. Jeez. Oh, wait, what? And in one quick motion, she has me cuffed to the bed. Wait, what?
I am the top interrogator in all of Korea. I think I told you that once. Tonight, I will make you reveal how much you love me. Look forward to it.
Okay, then. The guys will never believe this. Hell, I don't think I even believe it. But yes, that just happened. That was quite the experience. One I won't soon forget. The question is, how do I go about making it happen more in the future? Being violently interrogated by a naked woman. I'm due to leave here in another day, and I doubt she can just waltz out with me. Jeong is next to me, sound asleep. Damn, she's having cute one asleep. Maybe I should rest up as well, in case round 2 is on the way. Da-da-da. I think I heard someone moving. Must be Yoonji going to the bathroom. Wait, Yoonji came in here? Oh, hi, Yoonji. This isn't what you think it is. We already fucked.
Said it, Decker. It's exactly what I think. I know it is, and I'm fine with it. However, it doesn't make what I'm about to do a whole lot easier.
What you're about to do? What do you mean? In the moonlight, I think I see something shining. Is that a needle? I try to get up, but in the throes of passion, Jeong neglected to uncuff me afterwards.
She didn't forget to uncuff you. That was on purpose. I want you to know I'm rooting for you both. I really am.
You don't have to do this. Whatever you're doing, let's talk it out.
Reader's orders. Sorry.
With that, she gently injects the needle into me and pushes a foreign liquid into my body. Korean foreign, get it?
Don't worry. This will just make you shriek for a while, but not permanently.
That's called death.
Whatever.
Why? What did I do? Damn, bedtime, go night-night.
Thank you, sister. I don't think I could have done that myself. Knowing how you feel about him made it a lot easier for me than I would have thought. Jealous?
Shut up!
Wait, help me dress him and let's take him to the rendezvous point. Understood. Also, you can keep that riding whip.
I heard what your toe did with it.
I get a new one.
So groggy. Feels like I've been in a 3-day rager while on shore leave and I'm just barely sobering up. My lids is so heavy. I need to take stock of my surroundings, though. Yeah. Oh god, oh man, that light is barely on and it feels like the inferno of 1,000 suns. Whatever they stuck me with is giving me the world's worst hangover. After a few moments more, things start to come into view. Not that there's much to see. I'm the plainest, emptiest room I've ever been in. The only thing I can barely make out is a single door and an occupied chair at the very far end of the room. And from the silhouette of the figure occupying that chair, I know it's not one of the girls. Too masculine looking to be Jeong or Yunji. Unless that wish for Jeong to have a penis really worked. I wonder where those two are. I could expect explanation as to why they felt the need to drug me and drag me to God knows where.
I see you have rejoined the conscious world. Undoubtedly you have questions. I'll try my best to guide you, though time is short.
That voice, I recognize it. I've only heard it a few times since being in Karya, but it's one of the three I recognize. I know you. Our driver. Where am I?
I'm glad the drug didn't dull your senses too much. Yes, I have been driving you around Korea this week, and Decker can't remember my voice, so this will have to do. My name is Namyoung Kwangyo, and I am the father of both Jeong and Yunji. Thank you for accompanying them these past few days, for you have given me hope.
Hope? You mean I'm not going to die?
Not at my hands, though, and hopefully not at all. Regardless, I've put you in danger by bringing you to Korea and associating you with my daughters.
How so?
I am, as you would say, a dead man walking, as are my girls.
My sight's not quite back yet, and it's pretty dark in here, but you sound pretty healthy, and Jeong and Yunji are both very healthy.
It's not like that, Decker. Remember, how much do you really know about... There's no remember there at all. How much do you really know about the Democratic People's Republic of Korea?
Honestly, not a whole lot. Considering I fell off your line saying Pyongyang was right up the road from fell for your line saying Pyongyang was right up the road from Seoul. You probably have a good idea about my lack of awareness.
North Korea is a bloody dictatorship. Pick your poison. Our leader is made out to be a demagogue, and the one political party we have has a death grip on the nation. You've seen the results around here in your visit. Since assuming leadership of the country, the glorious leader is suspected of executing at least 70 people. Most of them potential political opponents and their families. It appears I have made his list as well.
Are you saying you're going to be the target of a political execution mandated by glorious leader? That's nuts. I mean, our leaders are pretty annoying, but at least Hillary and Donald didn't kill each other's families and associates.
They've already poisoned my wife to death. It's only a matter of time before they come for me and the girls. That's why I made a plan ahead of time. Want to at least, maybe, save my girls.
It hits me just now. You're the one who invited me to Korea while playing Panzer Models online, aren't you?
I want that game now. New Kickstarter. I pitched this an idea to the party to lure an American soldier over and try to create an international incident. In reality, I wanted you to meet my daughters and hopefully fall in love with Yunji, my youngest. While I did not plan for you to fall in love with my older daughter, it seems it has brought us to the same conclusion.
Yes, Jeong did confess her affection to me last night, and I returned the feelings.
No need for details, I understand the situation. Problem is, I'm not sure how to go about getting you out of the country safely. The brass are leaning on me to turn you over soon on any charge I can trump up. My plan is to send you and the girls to the United States Embassy in Pyongyang, but that's a no-go.
If I had to guess, relations with the USA have been so sour for so long, we don't even have an embassy in Pyongyang, do we?
No, you don't.
I really should have made sure of that little fact before springing this plan.
It appears Sweden is the protective power for the United States in North Korea.
Yeah, that's a big gaping hole in the plan there. Sweden might take me in and send me back to the United States. Maybe. But there's no way they're getting involved with sheltering 2 North Korean citizens who are part of the People's Army, no less.
I'm well aware of that. However, I do have a backup plan in place.
He stands up, but I still can't make out anything of his face. It's like they just don't draw men in these. He goes over the door and opens it, and slowly both Yunji and Jeong walk in. Be strong, girls. This ordeal will be over soon.
Father, I can't leave you here to face your death on your own. Please reconsider coming with us.
You know I can't go.
But Appa! I can't leave you here to die!
My precious daughter, it won't survive. I wouldn't survive the trip. Now I built up a tolerance to the poisons our country uses. I'm not immune. Even if I survive sneaking back into the shipyard one more time, I would perish on the journey. It is enough to know my girls lived on, safe and away from this god-forsaken country.
He's shaking, literally, and I'm crying along with them. I feel like I'm going to cry myself. This will be the last time this father will get to hold his children and tell them he loves them. And I just told him that I boned his oldest. It's going to make it a little weird. Parents will attempt the impossible for their children. This man is trying to avoid the needless and senseless death of his daughters. For him, for Yunji's friendship, for the love of Jeong, I must help him.
Sir, what are my marching orders?
This isn't an army game, Decker. This is deadly serious.
You think I don't know that, Yunji? This man is trying to ensure that the two most precious beings on the planet don't die in a tragically stupid fashion. I handle problems best when I compartmentalize them in a military sense. So I need to know his plan, our marching orders, so I can help him achieve his final wish.
You have my gratitude, son. There's little time, so listen closely. We are in Nampo, a port city south of Pyongyang on the Taidong River, leading into the Yellow Sea. There's a large order of garments being exported from here today. It took a long time for them to finish the final batch, but it's a large enough shipment to put in a large metal shipping container. It is ventilated, and they don't want the garments to grow musty in a closed container, so you'll be able to breathe. I've been slowly hiding rations and other vital items in the bins. You should be fine for food and water if you go easy on the supplies. So we're smuggling ourselves out by trade ship then? It is the only solution that could come to mind. However, I don't know where the ship is heading. Likely China, however it could be anywhere, from here to South America.
It's a long trip. What are we going to do about needing to use the facilities?
A few buckets hidden in the clothing as well. You'll have to sneak out and empty them overboard at night to avoid the smell lingering. The container does open from the inside as well, as a safety precaution.
Understood. How much time do we have?
Precious little. I believe there are already authorities here in Nampo looking to apprehend all of us. You'll need to find the container DPRK 05081945. It's on the ground, so accessing it will be easy once you find it. It's on this ship called the Glorious Leader's Generous Hand. One of the girls can point it out.
Well, that's all the bullshit name if I've ever heard one. I'll wait outside the door so you three can say your goodbyes.
I am grateful. Please, do all you can to lead them to America. Get them to safety. I don't say anything but give him a knowing nod and salute. I think I tried to talk, I ended up crying. Okay, I'm fine. I can't do that right now. I need to be on my game. Visual novels. A few minutes later, the girls come out, their eyes full of tears. Not that I blame them. They won't ever see him again. If we fail, we're dead. If we succeed, it doesn't matter since we can't come back. And he'll be dead. This is 50 Shades of fucked up. I have to keep it together and be strong for them.
I have an unspoken promise to keep. Let's go.
I thought you spoke those promises. Fuck. Whew. The girls just nod and follow me out of the building. It doesn't look like the shipyard is too far from here. Which is good because as we left the building to head that way, I saw some People's Army soldiers heading right for the building we just left. They didn't notice us though. We need to get this to the shipyard quickly and without being seen. Any ideas? Our best bet might be the walking path over there. We can try and sneak through the forest as best we can, and the trees may provide some cover. It's too dangerous to take the main road.
Understood. Let's walk at a brisk pace.
As we head over to the walking path, I quickly check my pockets. They put my wallet in as well as my keys.
Well, a crappy excuse for a cell phone. They put that in my pockets too. Hope it's turned off. Need to save the juice for when we reach our destination.
I tried to put all the essentials back in your pockets when we dressed you. But the rest of your stuff is back at our place. Probably confiscated by now.
Well, on the plus side, they can't hold that Tokyo Hotel Band t-shirt against me. They both giggle a little at that memory. Good. They need something to get through this. We're making good progress. I haven't seen too many People's Army members patrolling Walking Path, and we're able to avoid the attention of the few that are. If we can keep this up for 10 more minutes, we should get there.
This is going too well.
Are you trying to jinx this? Don't talk about the no-hitter. Don't talk about the no-hitter while it's still going on.
What in the world are you talking about?
Baseball expression. When we get out of this and get back to the States, I'll explain it. Maybe while watching a game.
I've heard of baseball. The South Korea has a professional league and a national team. I think I would like to go see a game with you.
When we get back to the States, I'll take you to as many games as I can. With that, we again move along in silence. So far, Yunji's comment hasn't jinxed us yet. We're almost at the harbor now. Just as we're getting to the dock, a lone People's Army member appears. Oh, crap. He halts us and speaks in Korean in a harsh tone. Civilians are not allowed here. And who is this guy? A tourist? Where is your group and minder? I'm sweating bullets here. I need to do something fast or we'll be wearing bullets.
We are his minders. He wanted to see this area up close.
You lie. You are not in uniform. And are you here on a sabotage mission? Stay put while I put in a call to the commander. Screw that. Kapow. Go home and be a family man.
Dear God, you jabbed out his eyes!
I knew that CMAP move would come in handy one day.
You'll have plenty of time to explain what the hell that was once we secure ourselves on the ship.
I drag the blind and unconscious army member's body away and hide him in the nearby tool shed. We should be long gone before he comes to. Let's move. Jeong, lead the way. It doesn't take long, and Jeong has us looking at the ship. With all the hustle and bustle getting into that part of the port, we're able to sneak on board.
There, container DPRK 05081945.
As we slip inside the metal container, I can't help but shed a single, solitary tear. We close the door and lock it behind us. There's some light coming in from the vents, enough so we can rummage for the stuff when needed. We head towards the far back and settle in for our trip.
Guys? I have to pee.
Let's scrounge for one of those buckets, Yunji. ... This is pretty much how time goes. Scrounge for the food and water that Kwanjo left for us. While we sleep, we try to entertain each other. I try to bolster the spirits about going to the west. Seriously, Yunji, if we settle in a good-sized city, you should consider taking up culinary school. Yukimchi was great. There's a lot of Korean eateries that could use a cook like you. They tell me stories about their parents. I think it's cathartic for them. In general, we just try to keep ourselves from going bonkers from being locked up in a shipping container out at sea. Fortunately, at least none of us got seasick. Finally, after who knows how many days, I hear people talking around the container. They seem somewhat distressed. What's more, the container's getting lifted in the air, likely by a crane. Did you catch any of what they said?
The Korean said something about not being behind on the shipment. I can't make out what any of the other people said, as I don't know what language they were speaking.
Did you happen to hear the Koreans mention where we are?
I think I heard someone say, "Welcome to Tartus" when we arrived in the port.
Damn, I know that's in Europe, but I can't recall where. That does explain why we were on the ship for so long, though.
It felt like we were in the Alpha there for a bit, so I think we're not in the ship anymore.
We must be in a cargo truck, heading somewhere.
I'm afraid I didn't catch where the truck is heading.
I suppose we'll find out when we get there.
We should change back into our uniforms, so we can officially surrender our citizenship at the nearest embassy. We are from North Korea, after all.
Not much else is said as the truck rumbles along the road for hours. We do have one interesting conversation on the ride down. Mostly I tell him about the West. I mostly tell him how nice it is, Beautiful scenery, friendly people, opportunity. I probably sound like a commercial, but they sound excited. Finally, we appear to be pulling into somewhere to stop. I wait a few minutes to make sure before peeking out of the box. The coast is clear. Let's hop out. We get out of the box to stretch our legs for the first time in weeks. Finally taking a good look around, I notice that wherever we are, it looks like a damn war zone. Literally, I think I still see damage from mortar shellings in the buildings around us. The air doesn't smell so good as well.
Can you make out where we are at all?
I glance around trying to find a marker. Not too far down flies a flag over a building. Green, white, black, some red stars.
I think I recognize that flag and this place.
So where the hell are we?
Syria!
Oh, what the fuck? Ah. Great. Well, that was a better ending than Panzer Models. So, that was Panzer Models. No, it wasn't. That was Stay, Democratic People's Republic of Korea, my first and only trip to North Korea. And that was one of the endings, but there's a lot of choices to make and a lot of different lines to hear. So even though right now it would probably be a very good idea for me to jump onto Sakura Christmas Party, I just can't bear to not know what the hell else happens in this game. It's one of those things. I like to complete a visual novel before moving on to the next. Except for Panzer Models, because I fucked that up. But it's the thing. It's the thing. I fuck up things on occasion. I fuck things up. That's how it works. Yeah, Dev. Or Dev Group P. Not sure which. But we're not going to find out what happens in the other paths and other endings until next time.